اينشتاين بيقول التعليم مفهوش ملل، حط نفسك مكاني هتفقد الامل. ملينا المدرسة ونظام صب وكب، شرح طول الوقت عمل لنا دروب. يا استاذنا عقلي مش سبونج بوب، يشرب المعلومة وبعديها يكب. هنا في نوسكول طلعنا من الدروب، لعب مرح تفاعلات هتعجبك يا بوب.
نوسكول أكاديمي. Simply learn different.
Don't ever say I cannot do it, because you can always do it. I can do it. Actually, the word impossible, some people say it's impossible. Impossible, if you just put an apostrophe, it will be I am possible. It means you can always do it. Don't tell me I cannot do it. Good morning, my dear students. How are you today? Welcome back again. And this is actually how I do look like in the morning when I wake up, especially in the winter, that I want to drink coffee and I'm freezing and I want to go back to sleep. Welcome back, my dear students, and how are you? This is Muhammad, your English teacher. We're going to study English together and we're going to have a lot of fun. I hope everybody's good. What we have today, let's welcome you first. Welcome back to school. Let's learn English. Today we're going to have reading, good and evil, and what is the difference between them. Oops, school time. I remember one day my mom woke me up and told me, Muhammad, wake up, you have to go to school. I was on vacation, I was playing a lot, and I forgot completely about school, so I was acting like this. No, please mom, I'm on vacation. I can feel that's your feeling at the moment right now. But anyway, we have to get back and learn English with English in mind, when you can have a lot of fun together. Today we have reading. Do you like reading? For me, yes, of course. I like reading very much. It's one of my favorite hobby. I like reading because it makes me relax. And of course, I like to read in a very quiet place, not noisy place. So tell me if you like reading. Who's your favorite writer? What's your favorite book? What kind of book do you prefer to read? For me, I like Paulo Coelho. He's a Brazilian writer and he had many books. And all these books were translated into many different languages. But my favorite book is called The Alchemist. And I will tell you about it later, not now. Sorry? You want to go out with me? I'm sorry, I can't. My weekend is all booked because in the weekend I like to read. It's my favorite hobby. What is your favorite hobby? Swimming? Good hobby. Can you swim well? Very good? Or like dog style? Swimming well. Okay, very good, excellent. Let me tell you this, if you only read what other people is reading, you can think like other people is thinking, which means try always to do something different. Try to make something other people are not doing it, are not making it. To be different, to think different. نخش في الموضوع على طول. Let's get ready and get me your tools. Let's get our tools needed. What I always need from you is paper, pen, a dictionary, and laptop or a computer. And also I need a copybook or a notebook to write and to take notes together. Get our tools needed and let's get started and let's see today's objectives. We have at the end of this lesson, all students must be able to define new vocab and also to compare between evil and God, of course, to solve problems, and at the end classify the difference between gerund and infinitive. And we're going to have a keywords in order to help us to go through the lesson. These vocabs are detest, prove, theory, invent, monster, depressed, mistake, evil. Do you know any of these words? No? Don't worry and don't panic. We're going to study them together. Before we start, I would like you all to look at this picture and tell me, what do you think? Oops, What do you think? Yeah, it's strange picture. Like a lady, she's looking from the window. This is a train maybe, but she sees something different. She sees like something like a nurse, but she's younger than her. What do you think about this? For me, in my opinion, I think this girl is trying to remember her memories when she was a little girl, when she was young. She remembers, she can see all her life in just like a second or less than a second. Now she's old. People hate to get old. People detest. We are going to study the test together. So we have a text and we must read it, but before we read, there are some new vocabulary first that I must teach you before we start. Number one, it's called the test. What is the meaning of the test? The test, it means to hate. Like, I detest to get old. I had to get old. People detest to get old. They hate to get old. Let's continue. Prove. What's the meaning of prove? Prove, it means to use fact, evidence, etc. to show or to prove that something is true. To prove something. You tell me that you can walk in a wall. So prove it. Show me. How can you do it? Let's continue. Monster. It's an imaginary creature that's always big, ugly, and frightened. Theory. Theory, it's a formal set of ideas. It's a formal set of ideas that intended to explain why. Just the theory. Just the theory. Let's continue. Let's move on. Depressed. It means to be very sad. I'm depressed. I'm very sad. I'm very angry. Let's continue. Invent. Invent, it means to create something new. Something you don't have. Something all the world maybe doesn't have, but you have to invent it to create something new. Of course, it must be useful to everybody. Don't forget this. Let's continue. Mistakes. Oops. When you do mistakes in the exam, while you're doing an exam and you have 3 mistakes. So don't do any mistakes. Let's continue together. Now I want you to refer back to your box and scan the article and tell me what is the main idea of this article. Remember, I don't want you to read in details. I don't want you to read everything. I just want you to scan. It means to read by your eyes. Just go through the article and tell me what is the main idea. Yalla نقرأ. I will be here waiting for you. Welcome back again, my dear students. After you've done reading, this is the article on page 62. Actually, it's divided into 4 small texts. I want you to read them all now in details. Details, it means to pay attention to all details, and after that it's a time for you to do this little quiz. It's a quiz time. So I want you to scan the QR code in front of you on the screen, and remember, don't cheat, because cheating is not good, is prohibited. So scan the QR code in the screen and do this little quiz, and I will be here waiting for you. See you, my dear students.
ولأن شرب المية بيساعد على التركيز، دوس بوز وروح اشرب مية وتعال بسرعة، ما تتأخرش.
Welcome back again, my dear students. It's too long time. احنا هننام ولا ايه؟ No, I don't like this. Let's get back to work. Keep calm and study hard. Let's continue. And now let me ask you a question. How strong is your vocabulary? Do you have a good vocabulary? Yes? طب ما تيجي نشوف. Let's see. I want you to scan the QR code in the screen and do this little quiz, because I want to check your vocabulary first. Do you have a good vocabulary or not? And then we're going to get back together and we're going to do a little practice. Well, see you soon. Bye. Welcome back again, my dear students. I hope you have a good vocabulary, because we have a very hard, yes, exercise that we have to do it now. So here, complete the sentence with the verb from a box A and a verb from a box B, which means we have two boxes, A and B. In box A, we have hope, learn, not, expect, offer, promise, decide. And in box B, we have do, live, help, play, buy, go. We need to combine them together. Choose a verb from A and a verb from B and then complete these sentences. Number one, my parents have space me a bike for my birthday. Number two, the cinema was full last night, so we space to a cafe. Number three, when I am older, I space in New York or San Francisco. Number four, my brother space me with my math homework. Number five, my sister space tennis and she's making good progress. Number six, I'm just amazed at my exam results. I space so well. Number one, my parents have spaced me a bike. My parents, remember, when you do something good in the exam, your parents always promise to buy you something. So here, as an example for you, we have to combine the verb promise and buy together. Promise to buy. So my parents have promised to buy me a bike. Now it's easy. Let's do number two. Yes, you over there. Tell me number two. The cinema was full last night, so we space to a cafe instead. Excellent. We decided to go to a cafe instead because the cinema was full. Number three, when I'm older, I hope to live. I hope to live in New York or San Francisco. Where are these cities? Yeah, in America. Yes, excellent. Do you know what is the capital city of America? New York? Washington. Excellent. Number four, my brother space me with my math homework. My brother space me with my math homework. Exactly. Offer to help. You know, I don't like math. It is hard. Do you like math? I like English. I like history. I don't like math. I think it's hard. So I always need someone to offer me help. Number five, my sister space tennis and she's making a good progress. My sister learn to play tennis and she's making a good progress. Number six and the last one, I'm just amazed at my exam results. I didn't expect to do well. Brilliant, my dear students. Very good, fantastic. Now it's time to... كفاية كده. No, it's not. مش كفاية خالص. Let's continue. Keep calm and study hard. Now it's time to study grammar. Yes, it's time to study grammar. ده بقى اللي أنا كنت خايف منه. لا. It's easy. Don't worry. Everything's going to be fine. So, I enjoy playing football. I enjoy playing football with my friends. I want to travel abroad to study business administration. I enjoy playing. I want to travel. What are the difference between these two sentences? Do you know? Can you tell me before we continue? Yes? No? Don't panic because you have a code in front of you right now, and what I want you to do is watch this video, and after that I'm going to ask you some questions. Scan the code, watch the video. I will be here waiting for you. See you soon. Welcome back again, my dear students. I hope you watched and enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the video. So tell me, what did you understand as a conclusion in the video? What did you learn? Exactly. Some verbs followed by gerund, some verbs followed by infinitive. What is the meaning of gerund? What is the meaning of infinitive? Gerund, it means verb plus ing. For example, I enjoy listening. I enjoy listening to music. I enjoy playing football with my friends. Infinitive, it means without any addition, just the verb, play, study. So I want to study, I want to travel, I want to play, I want to have fun, I want to read a book. All these verbs come in the infinitive form. So here we have verbs followed by gerund and some verbs followed by infinitive. Look at this picture and see the first column, verb plus gerund, verb plus ing. Acknowledge, anticipate, appreciate, consider, defend, deny, all these verbs followed by gerund. In the second column, verb plus preposition plus gerund. Preposition is like to, for, of. All these prepositions plus gerund plus ing. Adapt to, apologize for, adapt to learning, apologize for teaching, for whatsoever, approve of, ask about. When you ask about something, of course not ask about direction, ask about listening, ask about reading, ask about going, believe. And in the third column, be adjective, preposition, and gerund. Be accustomed to, be afraid of, be angry about, be ashamed of. All these verbs followed by gerund. Now let's move to another part and let's take some examples. Abhor, acknowledge, admit, advise, allow, anticipate. Can you give me examples? Yeah, it's easy. It's written for you. In the board, you can just look at the picture. Tom abhor, working outdoors. Tom abhors working outdoors. Number 2, acknowledge. She acknowledges his working. She acknowledges his working. Let's take allow. Allow, for example, Ireland doesn't allow smoking. Ireland doesn't allow smoking in bars. But here, some verbs just followed by gerund, some verbs just followed by infinitive. For example, here are some verbs that follows only by gerund. Can stand, detest, don't mind, enjoy. All these verbs and more other verbs are followed by gerund. Just as an example, practice, suggest, mess. All these verbs followed by gerund. But some verbs are followed only by infinitive, like cannot afford, decide, hope, learn, offer. All these verbs followed by infinitive and many other more, but we're just taking an example. For example, promise. I promise to buy you something. I promise to buy you something. Okay? That's all we have about gerund and infinitive. إنما للصبر حدود. It's enough? No, still not enough. We still have on page 65. Let's go to page 65 in the book and do this little exercise. I will give you just 1 minute because it is very easy and it's just 4 questions and choose it. I give you less than a minute. I will be here waiting for you. See you soon. Welcome back again, my students. Wow, you've done an amazing job. Today we have learned a lot together. But it's a time to do a practice because practice makes perfect. What do you mean practice makes perfect? Let me tell you. Practice makes perfect. It means the more you practice, the more you get better. For example, I want to speak English fluently. So the more you speak English, the more you practice English, the more you will be able to speak English like native. So practice makes perfect. Now it's a time to find the answer. I want you to scan the QR code in front of you and do this little quiz and I will be here waiting for you. Don't go anywhere. I will be here. See you soon.
بنفكرك لو في أي جزئية مش فاهمها اكتبها عندك في النوتس عشان تسأل عنها الأستاذ في الحصة اللايف.
Welcome back again, my dear students. Now it's a listening time. You know, listening is one of the most important skills in English language. Because let me tell you something. Do you remember when you were a little kid and you didn't study anything, you didn't read books, you didn't study grammar or doing anything, you just listen to your parents while you're talking your native language and you start to imitate. It means to speak like them, to say what you're saying. And by time you elicit the language, you start to understand and speak clearly without any mistakes. This is because of the listening. So let's go to the book on page 64 and listen and answer this exercise, and I will be waiting for you. You have 1 minute to finish this and get back to me again. See you soon. Welcome back again after you've done the listening, my students. Now it's time to do a practice. Practice makes perfect, as we said. Unfortunately, we're run out of time, so this is the final practice for you. Let's see what we have today in page 64 in the book. We have to make nouns from the verbs. Make noun from the verbs. We have agree, prefer, react, entertain, prepare, popular, relax. So we have to change these verbs to noun. For example, what is the noun of the verb agree? I agree with you. So give me the noun. Agreement. Prefer, preference. React, reaction. Entertain, entertainment. Prepare, preparation. Popular, popularity. Relax, relaxation. So go to page 64 and do this little quiz. Listening to music for me is the best kind of space. Number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Number 1, listening to music for me, it is the best kind of, exactly, it is relaxation. Number 2, Madonna is still a very successful singer. Her space is enormous. Enormous, it means a very big, a huge number of people. Is popularity. Excellent. Now, I give you less than a minute to complete the test and I will be here waiting for you. See you soon. Welcome back again, my dear students. I hope you've all done your test, and now the final practice and the last test we're going to do also from the book. Fill in the correct form of the verb. How did you forget there was a test today? I remember telling you about it. He's a nice guy, but he never stops talking about football. Number 3, I need to talk to Lucy. I must remember to phone. I must remember to phone her. I saw Rob in town yesterday, so I stopped saying hello. Number 5, I know I locked the door. I remember locking it. Number 6, I'm really hungry. I want to eat. Can you start getting a sandwich? Number 7, please remember to post my letter. And the last one, suddenly everybody stopped shouting. There was silence. Thank you so much. Keep up the good work. Thank you, my dear students. Before we go, let's see the conclusion of this class today. Number 1, apply the difference between gerund and infinitive. For example, I like listening to music. I like to play football. I prefer to practice. I prefer to practice English. I enjoy watching television in the evening. The difference between gerund and infinitive. Number 2, show the difference between the verb that follow ing or infinitive. For example, enjoy, imagine, mess plus ing. Hope, offer, want plus infinitive. Of course, define new vocab like move, cross, hear, sing, and of course, practice listening. So before you go, next lesson vocab, I want you to prepare it before we meet again. It will be honest, show assistant, charity, a bit, can afford, lend, and community. Thank you so much. We've finally done all we have to do today. Thank you so much, my dear students. We're going to meet very soon. Take care. Bye.
نتمنى من كل قلبنا الحصة تكون عجبتك، وبنقول لك ما تنساش تحل الكويز اللي في المصادر، وكمان تقيم الحصة تحت في التعليقات. منتظرينك في اللايف في حفظ الله.